Well, I haven't heard the original bass groove, so I'll definitely have to say the new one.
You gotta watch more webisodes. You don't have a computer? You don't have a computer?
I'm slacking.
It's terrible when you can't remember things. It's like, yeah, I work on SID's View. No, I have no idea how I got here.
I do have a soft spot for the original theme. First of all, John Freeze, it's not Fries, it's Freeze. And he is a tremendous musician.
Bass groove is phenomenal. I like the sleety deep part of it.
Definitely the first one, the funky bass groove. I love that one.
I like the original bass groove in the beginning because it's funky.
All I can see is him walking through the pits to that tune. That tune fit Sid's little bounce that he has walking on his tippy toes.
How would I describe SID's View to a casual fan? A bunch of volunteer losers following around a loudmouth Italian guy.
We walk around the pits and then they bust balls together.
A lot of hard asses over here, huh?
Hard and lard. Hard ass.
I'm right here, dude. Like a fucking bag of dirt. I'll drop your ass. I was nervous that they would be camera shy. Some of them, especially in those early days, doing the finales. I remember filming Louis Belial, and he wanted no part of being in front of the camera.
I think they've warmed up to the idea. They weren't used to the cameras at first, you know. They're kind of, I had to, usually before I had to hide a lot.
Nowadays, I mean, I'm just walking around the pits. I mean, some people forget I'm even wearing the microphone, but it's not like we have lights and a big crew saying, you know, take one, take two. It's just basically filming normal interaction. So I think they're more comfortable with that, and I'm more comfortable with that.
We walk around the pits and then they bust balls together, and then I have to walk around Sid when he stands in front of my shot, and then, you know, try to reframe him again, and then I have to walk around him again when he stands in front of my shot, and and pretty much the cycle continues until they're done busting balls and I finally get paid by my beer and go watch the stands.
Sid is a pain in the ass to work with when he gets flustered with things and things aren't going the way he anticipated them to go. Come on, Cole. You're supposed to be on our team.
What a
It totally threw a monkey wrench in his plans and he wasn't happy. Oh, man.
The most difficult aspect of dealing with in-car cameras or coordinating them? Oh, dealing with guys who don't know how to use their own cameras.
Making sure they're on before the cars go on the track. It can be a complete pain.
Good luck, kid. Thanks, man.
Or somebody wrecks and you're trying to get the camera back, which we've had instances of cameras not coming back. We've had to go find them.
Hey, Greg Moran just took Diego's car to their race shop. Didn't stop at the pit or nothing, just went straight to the shop with the camera still on it.
wonderful. You're actually going to throw those on? That's impressive.
I said to him when I went to the shop this morning, I go, where is Sid's stuff?
I gave him the stickers.
He said, he gave me stickers and I can't find them. I don't think he'll put them on now.
Yeah, I know.
They'll be on next week.
All right.
It's one of his.
I understand the whole superstition, can't put it on the track.
I never heard that.
Yeah. Well, it's stupid. Some of them are dumb, but, you know, like the green race car eating peanuts at the track, it's all stupid. You know, can't put the stickers on the track, it's stupid.
Next week?
Oh, you can't do it at the track?
No, he is, but I mean, I drive for him.
I understand. The stupidest superstition with the drivers is, oh yeah, the in-car camera jinx, right. That's a bunch of bull too. Yeah, that's right up there.
I'll walk into the pits a little while after they've wrecked and had the car back in and they've been working on it, and I'll just kind of sneak in there and get the camera back, and someone will come up to me and say, "Don't put that camera back on our car again. It's bad luck," and they'll get in my face about it. I'm like, are you serious? I mean, it's a camera, dude. It used to be seat of the pants for organization before when we first started. Now it's actually a lot more organized. We actually have a clipboard, which is pretty fancy. We have things written down.
By the time the heat races start, Jesse and Tisha and I want to start heading up into the grandstands, and really the pits is all, you know, Brent, Phil, and Ryan.
Having the office in the pit is way better, because now we don't have to go fishing for a key. We don't have to go looking for, you know, anybody who may be able to let us in. You don't have to run around looking, okay, did I forget this in here? You know, if it's in the pits, it's in a central location, and we're good.
The key is before we go to the grandstands to make sure that they have everything they need, understand the game plan, which we try not to vary too much from week to week. I'm just a video geek. I just think it's cool to take all the footage and make it your own somehow. I think we do that because I stay mic'd in the stands.
Well, that was up to him, because it was easier because he could call the race easier, and it was also better audio from the lavalier microphone. So it was just that sort of marriage was just easier to do.
Teddy's trying to pick some room here. Hiya! Hiya! Hiya!
He says hiya and whoa Nelly way too much.
I get to see every hiya or hear every hiya more than any of you will ever hear the hayas.
He probably says it while he's editing the videos.
I hear them at home, I hear them from the footage, I hear them everywhere.
Personally, I love the Webicam. It gets right in the action, right in the middle of everything, for cleanup of accidents, for, you know, just the drama on the track.
We saw Webby one time doing his trademark dash from like the turn 4 gate through the infield, and I want to say it was Brent. I don't remember who, but somebody said we should put a helmet cam on him, and
it was Sid and your gang here. We put the helmet cam on one night, and I don't even know what event that was.
Get over there, Webby. Get over there, Webby. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm gonna need a hook right here on this tree column. I'm gonna lift that up. Hey, yo, you all good? Yeah, just hold on. You all good? All right, relax, brother. We'll get you. You're all okay. You're all okay? All right.
but he did get great footage, and I never realized how up close he was to pulling race cars apart when they wrecked. And
then I saw this other unit called the Chesty that I bought. With the Chesty, you can sneak up, and it's not in a way, you know. Sometimes stuff gets going pretty good, and you know, whether it's tearing apart wrecks or people from the pit area.
How far can you take it? Your money, because I will wreck you every week until you beg me. Go get beg me. Come on. Go get your son. Beg me like a you little. That's right. Go yourself. Save your money. Save your money, you. Please, come on. We got other people around.
And then he got himself a chest harness and started breaking up fights in the pits. And I mean, come on, that's gold video.
It's definitely a good place for it. It's not stuffy and uptight, and it's kind of like it's meant for a reality show. It's just all the different highs and lows and lefts and rights and all kinds of stuff.
The track is phenomenal. It's great side-by-side racing. You don't see that very often.
Action, action, action. There's on track, off the track, there's always something going on.
Speedbowl is a great setting for the webisode series. It's because it typifies short track Saturday night racing. It's a fast short track, a lot of action. The main thing is that the drivers actually have there's a lot of personalities.
Speedbowl officials and management, it's been good since day one.
You know, unless there's footage that relates to a call on the track that they have to make, they never really ask what we're doing or what the webisode's going to be.
Before, like, starting out, the security people didn't know who we were, and they'd stop me if I had a camera, like, you can't go out there, you can't do this, you can't do that. Now it's like they all know who we are, and They say hi when we walk in now, which is new.
I think we're all real lucky, you know, on Sid's view that, you know, track owner Terry and Yokosta really let us play with that and let us have free reign with it. I, you know, really appreciative of them to let us do this.
We don't ask to do outlandish stuff really, so but anything that we've asked to do, they've always said okay. So yeah, that's definitely a bonus. You have to do it quick, because around here Thursday starts the new week. That's when Thompson races, Stafford Friday, Speedbowl Saturday, and so it's a rush. It's like reporting the news. In that sense, we are kind of like the media, where you have to get it out.
He went from reel to reel to using an actual editing machine, and boy, has that helped a lot. It looked okay back then, but boy, does it look good now.
I hear that there were times when he used to go in the parking lot and have fun with different race crews and party and be able to socialize after the races, and it's safe to say that those days don't exist anymore.
It takes a good 6 hours to get all the footage together. So I'm usually up till 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning on Sunday.
When I get home and get the pictures onto the computer, I get about 10 pictures in and I'm falling asleep. And that is when he is on overdrive.
SK webisodes take probably 12 to 15 hours. You have to edit the footage, then the basic footage or Jesse's footage, and then I kind of put in the in-car footage based on that, and then you have to go and put the graphics on, and then you got to watch it again and make sure you didn't forget anything or screw a graphic up or whatever. So there's a few different layers to it, but it takes a good 12, 15 hours. The supporting Division 1 isn't as elaborate because there's not as a lot of in-car footage, or as many cameras. But that one usually probably takes about 8 to 10 hours too.
And I laugh when people post on Facebook, when will things be posted? Because if it was, and there's no way possible to have it done any faster than he does it and still have quality.
So it's a challenge to see how fast I can do it and still turn it out in a, you know, a quality product. You know, when you first say that, the first thing I think of is getting Jags Palmer to say, "Add rock, come and rock the shore shot." Oh man.
Add rock, come and rock the shore shot. That's excellent. Who's it gonna make me laugh or what? Oh yeah, it's gonna be hilarious.
I knew immediately it was gonna sync up right with the song, and just the fact that it was Jags Palmer, you know, rapping off a Beastie Boy lyric. I mean, that's just so absurd. But it was funny, and that was the whole point.
Seeing Gator win his 7th title, that was pretty special. Seeing his kid win was just as special, I think.
Congratulations. Hey, proud pop, look at you. You got tears in your eyes, brother. Hey, shit, there you go. Nice job, man.
You know, nothing like having a father-son deal, passing of the torch, and you know, it was cool.
Seeing Rocco's national title, that was pretty amazing.
Rocco's championship, the national championship, was definitely pretty cool.
That was just a really cool moment, how it all came together, and it happened at Waterford. It could have happened pretty much at any of the 3 tracks he raced at.
During the celebration on the track, because Rocco doesn't really show any emotion, but there's this shot when we were down there, and he just had this relief. I want to say he like threw the water bottle or something, but
Yes, baby!
I was like, wow, that's, I mean, for Keith Rocco, that was showing a lot of emotion.
I'll just say that Sid's birthday bash really provides all of my favorite footage ever, just because it's when he's his loudest and when he has the most commentary. It's just hilarious. It's the best episodes.
You're 4. Old-timers out to the speedway, and the blink cars, one car that struck me.
Sorry, what?
What the rock is cooking?
Wow! Wow! Right in your face! Let go! He's got no quiet, you. You're in the Tyler Chapman section. Whoa! Wow. I've been showing up like 3 times. Tell me what section this is.
I'm telling you.
Juanita, put me in my place. I love you.
But it's not like in a vulgar way, you know. It's just good footage.
If you ask Tyler Chadwick, he's going to say that time when he almost flipped on his roof going down the backstretch. And he's definitely take the time out of his life to make fun of my reaction on video.
Oh! Tyler's upside down! Oh my God!
One of my favorite ones just happened recently, and I bawled like a baby, was honoring Steve Barrett when he came home.
Here comes the car.
Hey Steve, we have one more gift for you, and if you look in turn 4, it's coming right now!
That was, I even had a hard time taking pictures. I was blubbering. There's tears running down my face. I'm the one that gets to watch the DVD in the process of being made 400 times until it's perfect, where he starts getting close to having it be ready to go, and we watch it and we rewatch it and we watch it again. So I've already seen it quite a few times before the banquet, and you know, it's a very proud moment for me to sit there, and I just want everyone to love it, and I want everyone to know how much hard work he puts in.
You know, the banquet video thing, that's like our red carpet. That's the red carpet event right there for SID's View.
I remember going to banquets when my cousin Richie ran the mini stocks, and they would have a highlight, not every year, but most years they'd have a highlight video, and they'd do it at the end of the night, and some people would watch it and some people wouldn't. I remember certain banquets I had to, you know, we'd be in the back and I'd have to go and stand up closer because I couldn't, either too many people were standing and you couldn't see the screen, or you couldn't hear it. And I was real nervous when we did that first one, if we were going to do something that would grab everybody's attention. And I remember when we started it, within 30 seconds, they dimmed the lights and everybody was quiet.
Everybody was so quiet. You could hear a pin drop in there, and we're just sitting at the table. Ah, man, we got goosebumps. I had goosebumps.
And I said to Gail, I said, dude, we might have something here, because nobody just sits and watches the video at the banquet. And fortunately, it's been like that every year, and every year we get this huge round of applause, which really feels good, not only personally, but it feels good because my whole team is there, and I want them to know how much everybody appreciates what we do. So the banquet video is always pretty fun.
I've only gotten to experience it once, and it was a blast. Just hearing everybody hooting and hollering in the background, it was fun to hear the reactions.
That, by far, is the most entertaining aspect of it. You get to see people's instant reaction.
It's great. Their reaction's great. It's usually always very positive. It makes me actually believe they appreciate it a lot more than what I see, so that's good.
And to be honest with you, it's like I've been to quite a few film festivals, and unless you're a big name Hollywood star putting up your own money to have your own film put out, a lot of these film festivals, these little movies, don't have a lot of people in it. Like when Kevin Smith's Clerks premiered, it only had like 6 people in it, except one of them was a guy representing Miramax, and that's how it got hooked. Here we have more like 600 people watching it. So it's really cool to see a movie or some form of a short film where people are actually going to be watching it. You know, there's no feeling like that.
I'd like to think we have a positive influence on what's happening at the track, because like I said, when we started, we filmed the 08 finale video, and there was like nobody in the stands.
21 laps remaining in the SK modified season. Who moves first? Janovic waiting, now he goes.
And not to sound egotistical or pretentious, but since we've been doing the webisode series, I've seen the gate, you know, people coming through the gate more and more. And I don't want to say that's all us, because obviously the track is still open. We're not the ones running it. But I like to think that we're a little bit of an influence to that gain in people being in the seats, people coming and watching the races in some small way, at least.
I've been able to keep up with Jesse and Sid's work, thankfully, to social media, the YouTube clips, Facebook. It's been amazing.
It's nice to put our product out there, you know, being the Speedbowl, and then just being able to help you guys on Sid's crew is just, it's fun. You know, it's, you know, like you say, there's no pay, and, you know, and I don't know how you guys do it all, but, you know, I'm just happy to be a part of it.
It's just a great fit, especially when you see how much work Sid and Jesse has done over the last couple of years. It's been amazing. And these guys are just, you know, giving back to the community, and, you know, nobody's asking them to do this. They're doing it from their own heart. So Jesse's got a good heart, man, and he's been the Robin to Sid's Batman. So it's been pretty awesome to see.
To be honest with you, this is the best one I've ever worked on. It's the most organized. It's more thought out. Whose shots are going where? What shots doing next? Are we all in sync? You know, who's shooting what? You know, everything about it is just a little bit better.
I just hope that when they watch our webisodes that they know that we're having fun, really. You know, we don't feel any obligation to film anybody, and I think we've been successful to let the race teams know that it's on them to get our attention with the cameras. I said I want a show, they gave me a show. That's what I'm talking about.
What do we hope to accomplish? We're trying to accomplish something.
And I like the traveling home for the ending, because it has a really good guitar at the end, and it's a little bit epic, and it says, you watched something cool. That's what it tells me.
I will say though, with the videos from last year, with the little piece of rubber that bounced up at the last part of traveling home, I love that when I'm on the last part with the little piece of rubber.